Just like every year, we finally got the Nod-Krai teaser. And once again, Genshin has dropped a lore bomb about the Song of the Welkin moon. It started with Varka sitting outside, looking at the moon. We know that the Knights of Favonius, led by Grandmaster Varka, are currently in Nod-Krai, but we still don't know why they are here. After so many years, we finally got to see the face of Varka. He has blonde hair and blue eyes, similar to the silhouette we saw in the Paralogism Archon quest. We can see him carrying an Anemo vision. Varka is one of the strongest people of Mondstadt. He also has connections to powerful people like Lord Barbados and Alice. When asked, Varka said he is in Nod-Krai for the moon. But from the captions we know that, by moon, he means Mondstadt, as the meaning of Mondstadt is the Moon City. Nod-Krai might finally connect us to our favorite country, Mondstadt. Though it is the first country in the game, it's still one of the most suspicious countries of Teyvat. We may finally get the expansion of Mondstadt to the north, the Dornman Port, and the mysterious Dandelion Sea. Mondstadt, as the name suggests, might be connected to the Moon Sisters of Teyvat. Maybe some great calamity will hit Mondstadt in the near future, and the key to overcome it might be in Nod-Krai. Aino tells Varka that Nefer is about to start her story. Aino is the genius inventor from the Clink Clank Krumkak craft shop. It used to be a Krumkake shop, but now it is also known for its complex robotic machines. Aino is the designer of Inefa, the robotic girl with a mysterious heart who is currently in Natlan. Nefer comes looking for Varka, knowing that he didn't come here for the story. Judging by the name and design, Nefer is from Sumeru. She seems to be a storyteller living in Nod-Krai, but there might be more to her identity. Nefer said that a better storyteller than her has arrived. It is Nicole Reen of the Hexen Circle. Nicole is a prophetess and an extraordinary woman studying Teyvat's direction and order. She is said to offer help to those in need of guidance. She has helped our traveler too in the past. According to Skirk, Nicole once witnessed the self-destruction of her species and became human. She is most likely a Seelie. We hear her telling a story about the Moon Sisters.
You wish to hear a story of the moon? That tale begins long, long ago. In that era, there was no boundary between life and death. Willpower flowed freely among countless beings. The primordial being that once ruled this planet made 3 moons rise from the earth.
We finally got to see the 3 Moon Sisters. They are represented as 3 humanoid female spirits, 1 white, 1 blue, and 1 violet, representing the Frost Moon, Iridescent Moon, and the Eternal Moon. We can see that the Moon Sisters have horns. 2 of them have 1 horn each, and the other one has 2 horns. Now, interestingly, it is exactly similar to this Inazuman painting we saw back then. The primordial being made 3 moons rise from the earth. The term primordial being can be confusing here, as most people would assume it is talking about the primordial one or the heavenly principles, but it is most likely referring to Nibelung. Nibelung, the king of dragons, ruled Teyvat before the arrival of the primordial one. In this mural in Ochkanatlan, we can see Nibelung is depicted floating above the 3 moons, which matches with what Nicole said.
It was not until the funerary year that the primordial voice once again cried out in the darkness.
However, to defeat the usurper, Nibelung left Teyvat and returned with forbidden knowledge he acquired from the abyss outside the world. The abyssal darkness destroyed the world, and it led to Nibelung's demise. However, his soul might still exist, crying out in the darkness. In this scene, we see a room, which might be the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop. We can see Inefa, another female character, Jehoda, and a mysterious boy. Jehoda might be an employee of the craft shop. We can see her right hand is a mechanical prosthetic. She might be an engineer working here. And the mysterious boy is none other than During. We finally saw his human form. He has a pyro vision. Even in his human form, he seems to retain his horns and not his wings. With his newly made human body, he seems to be struggling with his inner monster, Durin the corrupted dragon. He might be in Nod-Krai to find a solution to this. Alice is currently in Nod-Krai, so maybe he is here to seek her help. But he is not alone. His friends, Albedo and Wanderer, are also here. Wanderer said he has an old score of his to settle here. He might be talking about Dottore, who has a base in Nod-Krai. Wanderer might try to take his revenge against Dottore. It will be interesting to see how it turns out. In this scene, Wanderer's shadow in the water looks like Scaramouche. Columbia said that, in the water, future mirrors the past. In The Wings of Feasting, Alice told Klee that Teyvat's borders have become fragile and that she would have to get busy. She might be in Nod-Krai because of this. We can hear her say that things are messier than last time. We can see she has a pyro vision. In this scene, we can see her receiving a letter. In this letter, if we translate what it says, then these are names of the Moon Sisters: Arya, Sonnet, and Canon. She said she is here to meet an old friend, which might be Varka or Nicole. This man's name is Kirill Chudomirovich Flins. We can see him carrying an electrovision. By the lantern in his hands, we can tell that he is from the Lightkeepers. We can even see the main tower of the Lightkeepers behind. They are actively fighting against the Abyssal Wild Hunts. In this scene, we can see the Fatui facility led by the Harbinger, Sandrone, codenamed Marionette. She is the 7th of the 11 Fatui Harbingers. There is a popular theory that Sandrone might be Mary Ann, a character from the Narcissenkreuz questline. Sandrone is always seen sitting in the palm of this giant robot, but in this picture we can see even she herself has a toy-like key behind her. Is she a puppet too? Then who is the real Sandrone? Who is the real Marionette? Let's discuss this in a different video. Now it seems she is fighting against the Frostmoon Scions. The Frostmoon Scions likes to live with nature, in the mountains and forests of Nod-Krai. But recently, the Fatui has been disturbing their peace, so it seems the Frostmoon Scions are rebelling against the Fatui. Lalma is praying to the Frostmoon for her guiding light. Skirk confirms that 2 of Teyvat's 3 moons are completely shattered, with their fragments floating aimlessly behind the false sky. The 3rd moon, Frostmoon, however, remains intact but devoid of life, although its will has not completely dissipated. Despite all these, the Frostmoon Scions are still praying and seeking guidance from the Frostmoon. Lalma, who has a dendrovision, is determined to fight those who disrupt the peace of the region, be it the Fatui or the Wild Hunts. Finally, we see Columbina, in the White Flower Garden, shining in the moonlight. In the description of the video, Columbina is described as Moon Maiden. Columbina might be one of the 3 moon goddesses, or someone strongly related to them. She said that the moon's fall is near. It could mean literally, as we have seen in the 5.8 trailer, but it could also mean some moon goddess losing their power or consciousness. A total of 11 new characters were revealed in this teaser video. Are you excited for the song of the Welkin moon? Comment below what you think.